Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm in Australia and I've got a few people have asked me where I come from, where my accent, what my accent is. I'd like to welcome all my new subscribers. It's very, very kind of you all to subscribe to my channel. Now, I've got a few different videos I want to put up today, and I think the first one I will show you will be a haul one that I've got bits and pieces over the last month or so, maybe longer. I was in our St Vincent de Paul, we call Vinnie's, the other day, and I picked up these ribbons. Now, they're really, really nice. I mean, there's nothing at all wrong with them. They're sort of like an heirloom one you would use if you were doing heirloom sewing, and so that was a really good buy. I thought that cost me $2, but it used to be $3.30 a metre, so I don't know how much I've got there, but I've already taken some off. There's probably about a metre there, but you know, I can't go past that because I've already taken some off, like I said. This one here is a bit wider, and it was $2, and there's a few metres of that on there. So that's good, because to pay that much for it, because it's really... Now, if you don't want to use the white, you can always use colour it, if you want to colour it. I have been doing that with some. I'm going to show you in a minute. Now, this one here was another piece of trim that would go on to something if you were making anything like that. But this sort of thing I can use in my crazy patchwork or whatever, and there is a really lot of that on there. It said 10 yards. Well, it's nearly full, so I've got a fair bit of that on there. I'm going to take them off these reels later on, because I want to put them on flat cards so I can put them in the drawers. One day, you know, they'll go on the drawers, you know how that is. And this one here, I really, really love this. Now, it cost me $3. Don't care. I would have paid a lot more for it, because it's something that I really wanted, and I haven't been able to find woven edge ribbon. I might have to Google that, because I want the ribbon with this edge on it. Okay, this is what I wanted, and I've only got this. This is only the wide white one, but I'm going to show you in a minute what I've been doing with that, so and you'll understand why I really want some more. Now, I also got this, oh, hang on a minute, I've got this reel of pearl stuff that we use, about the rattly. Now, there's a fair bit on there, and it cost me $1. It just depends if there's anybody there that understands what they're selling. There's a fair bit on there. I might use this thing to make a spool. I haven't done a spool for a long time. And then I got this one here. This is probably on a different day, right? So this is a different day, probably. I'd say it would be. Now, another time I got this one. Now, this is like white too, but I'll change that completely to what that is, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that too. In here, oh, hang on, I've got a few things in here. It took me a reel of cotton out. I got a little pussycat. I love that. I might just put it on the front of a book or something. Nice pussycat. Don't know how much that cost. Probably only 50 cents. I bought this velvet one, and I was really excited about it. And I unrolled it, and it's got bits of pink on there, bits of pink on there. But you know what? That doesn't matter. I've still got pieces I can use, and it's very wide to make a flower out of. You could probably cut flower petals or leaf or something, but I was thinking I could just use that in my crazy patchwork anyway as a piece, or there'll be something I can do with it anyhow. So that's that one. I'm just going to show you this bit in a minute. Then I got these. Oh, goodness me, look at these. Aren't these awesome? Now, I want to turn these into little... they're like a little pixie shoe, aren't they? Now, whoever had these didn't wear them much on the bottom, but the inside they've worn that out, so they did like them. Whoever had those tiny little pixie shoes. And I think they are fairy shoes or whatever, and I'm thinking now Sonia's going to turn them into I'm going to turn those into pixie pin cushions or something. I might even put one in a giveaway or something. I don't know yet. I don't know whether to do it first. We'll see what happens anyway, where I get to with that. Oh, there was another piece of, there was a full reel of this too. I've taken bits off that, so I got that one as well. I think I paid $1 for that. And then I was in there yesterday and I said, I've only come to buy a couple of magazines because I was looking for some pictures, and the lady went out the back, so while she was out the back I had to look about, and I probably shouldn't have done because then I bought this for $2. This is going to make an awesome pin cushion. I mean, it's just a thing to do. I mean, imagine a pin cushion with that, isn't it? You know, absolutely beautiful. I could do a bird thing. I suppose I could do a little bird living in there, but I don't know. The pin cushion would be cool because then you could, if I really seal that good, when I can lift it up like this, because I really you know, it can be picked up by its handle, and that would be really cool. It's nice, isn't it? I better show you, waving it around here all over the place. Right, so that was those bits. Now, I bought this top because you know me, I'm going to have to cut it up and do stuff with it. Because on the front of it, it was all made out of this pleaty, frilly bits, you know, like that there. And I thought, oh, I like that. Saving me doing it. And then I used these bits to roll up to make the flowers, like I showed you, but I will show you again that today. I also got this one here. Now, I know I paid $3 for this, but I have got a lot of stuff in this $3. I'm going to have flowers. I'm going to have, like I cut these bits off. You would have seen me do this before and salvage. Maybe you haven't, but I roll these up and make bows or flowers or something out of the seam edges. So you just cut out your seam edges and you just make a bow. You won't have to take that bit off there if you want to, or you can leave it there. You know, you just don't worry. You can cut that along here, make it nice, and just have that for a nice little bow on some of your, in your journal or whatever you want to do, you know, whatever you're doing. So that bit there, it'll come off really easy if you give it a little, maybe. Anyway, so there, you'll see I've got a bow, and I can make flowers. I can make yo-yo flowers. I can make something. There's always, I've got them all cut ready to just gather it together, and actually I have already been doing some, but I don't think I brought them in here with me because I just brought in what I was going to do, because as you know, I've not really spent a lot of time in here. I've had a bit of a worry with my health, but I'm fine. And as soon as I go to another doctor, I'm going to feel a lot better too. Anyway, I do feel better because all my tests were all good, so that was good. Now, I bought this one as well. Look at the fabric in that. Isn't that awesome? I've got pretty pink buttons. I'm going to use the edges for something. I'm going to cut these up and put them like these. Aren't they pretty colours? See if we can cut these off here. And we're going to have flowers. Excuse me. Might have to have a drink of water. I've actually been not doing much talking lately. That's a strange thing for me. Now, and cut round here. And you got little flower. Eh? And all these other pretty appliques already, you know, a nice, beautiful colour. Love the colours. You know, there might be a bit of fluff on it, then we can clear that up. The stuff that's on it, like this fabric is beautiful for making flowers. It's just absolutely beautiful. And for $3, I mean, I can't. The lady said, "You're not going to cut that up, are you? It should look nice." I said, "No, it wouldn't fit me, and I don't." And I'm going to do what I want to do with it because it's mine once I've paid for it. Okay, so that was that there. Okay, now, so the time won't get too far away from me, I'm going to come back and show you what I've been doing with these things that I've bought. Okay, so it won't be a minute.